DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Harris has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Butler making the catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Patriot first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it'll be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
The kicker on.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Ravens 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one Left-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted. This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kyle Duggar in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Down and goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's 2nd and 8. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 54-yard punt. $14 on the return, nets them 40. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how the drive.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Ravens 43-yard line.
2nd and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Brought him down.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 38 yards on the scamper there. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On the option, it's Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Well, good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now they run the option on 2nd down.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Patriot first down.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll look to throw here on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15. And a Patriot first down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Makes the score.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Good. That's good for 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 48 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions situations where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Ball carrier.
Damian Harris saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Patriots 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's at the 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 79 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 38, Patriots 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And incomplete. It's 3rd yards.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On play action, they'll throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Patriot first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Tonight's final score, Ravens 38.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.